Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. So I've been shopping at Sainsbury's. I've got some really lovely clothes, so let's get straight on into the haul. So I want to show you this item first. I saw it as soon as I went into the clothing department and it really stood out for me. And it's this gorgeous denim dress. Now what I like about it is a longer denim dress. I feel like denim dresses tend to come in mini lengths, whereas this is definitely going to be at least a midi, if not a mid-axi on me. I just thought it was finished off really nicely. It's structured really well. It's got a collar, it's got the buttons all the way down, it's got a cinch-in tie-in way, so hopefully it means it's going to be super flattering. And just for reference, I am 5'4". I'm a size 8 usually on top and a size 10 on the bottom. However, I've just realised that I've got this dress in a size 6, so we'll see if I can squeeze into it. But I just thought it was absolutely lovely. It's £28, which I think is really good for how much fabric you are getting on this dress. And then at the back, actually, it has got a couple of pockets at the back as well to represent jeans, I suppose. And it's a slit up the front, because where do the buttons finish? Let me show you. Okay, so buttons finish there. Oh, it's stitched a little bit. And then it's got a little slit, so I'm hoping that means the slit won't be too high either. And I just thought this was a nice transition piece as well, going from summer to autumn and obviously into winter, because we can wear this with boots and tights as well in the winter. And you know me, I like to get my money's worth out of items. I like to be able to wear them in all different kinds of ways. And even though this is a dress and it's probably a little bit more casual with it being denim, we can wear it through several seasons, which means we get our money's worth out of it, which I really like. £28 I thought was really good. In fact, I've got a 30th birthday party later, and it's just like around somebody's house, and to be honest with you, I was like, I don't really know what to wear. However, if this fits, I think I might end up wearing this, because it's still smart, like the structure of it is smart, but it's in a nice casual fabric. So yeah, I really like this. I'm hoping it looks equally as good on as it does on the hanger. So let's talk about this denim dress. Well, it's a miracle that I got in it, with it being a size too small. I don't normally get into 6s. Now the shoulders actually fit really nice on the dress. However, of course, with it being too small and my biggest area being my hips, if I actually move this, you can see that the buttons are sort of zigzagging down here. Now I really like the look of the dress on. I think because it's denim, you can pair lots of different things with it. If you've got funky accessories, there's lots of colours, you would be able to wear them with this dress. If you've got lovely coloured heels, again, something that you could pair with this. The issue that I had with getting this dress on was the buttons. They are so stiff, so if you've got sort of like not a lot of strength in your fingers, then this dress would actually be very difficult to get on unless you've got somebody who could do them for you. I'd also say the dress is very warm with it being denim. Even when I didn't have my boots on, this dress was warm, but I did like it just with the sandals, and I liked it with like more worky style shoes. You could wear it with trainers, boots. Even though it's like one piece, it's still very versatile, which I like about it. Now the tie-in waist is very nice. I would say even hugs you really nicely still at the back, because I thought, I'm not sure that's gonna work with it, especially with having the pockets at the back. I was like, I'm not sure what they're going for, but it almost kind of looks like a double denim look with a skirt and like a shirt on the top, because the tie waist cuts it off. So I like it overall. It's just a little bit too tight on me, and I think it would look a little bit nicer if it was a little bit more looser, and I'd feel a bit more comfortable in it if it wasn't so figure huggy to the belly. Also, the slit on the skirt, I don't think it's going to be too revealing, because it's quite a thick denim. It kind of keeps the slit quite close, but I would say that it actually comes up to mid-thigh on me. So if you don't want to show that much leg, then this one won't be for you. But a little bit of leg is nice, and again, you can pair this with tights in the winter as well. So yeah, overall a really nice piece. I just need to size up. I'm not gonna lie, I picked this cardigan up because I thought I'd lost this one. So I've been looking for this cardigan. I got it from Shein. It was like 12 quid, 14 quid, something like that. And I've been looking for it for weeks. I've looked in my knitwear, I've looked in my jumpers, I've even looked in my girls' wardrobes, thinking maybe my hubby's got confused and put it in there. Couldn't find it anywhere. Turned out for some reason it was in my workout stuff. But it's one of those cardigans that I just need all the time. Like, with it being lost, I've been like, oh, I could just do that cream cardigan right now, but don't have it. And I really like these simple crew neck style cardigans at the minute. They're just so easy to wear, and as somebody who's quite nesh, quite cold all the time, these are just like the perfect like cover up. If it's not 25 degrees, I've got a light lit on, so that's the type of person I am. But saw this cardigan in Sainsbury's, I was like, oh, that's really lovely. And although slightly different colour to this one, because this is more of like a bright cream, this is more of like a warmy beigey coloured colour. thought this was absolutely lovely, and I thought this would look nice with jeans. It would equally look nice with work trousers, and this was £18, so a little bit more expensive than this one. I would say the material is, I think you're going to have to be careful if you've got sensitive skin. It's not as soft as this one either. But I really liked the beige in the contrast with the dark buttons. I just thought it looked really smart. So yeah, it's kind of got like flecks of darker colours in. I don't know if it's coming up on camera, so it's not all one colour. It's got flecks of different colours in. I just thought it was going to be a versatile piece. And as somebody who's always cold, these just come in handy. And again, it is one of those pieces, now we're moving into late summer. I know we've got some hot weather coming this week, which we've got to make the most of. I feel like we've got to make the most of all this lovely weather that we've had. We've had such a good summer and it's been so nice to reset. But now as I'm buying, I am thinking about autumn. It's in the back of my mind. But it is getting a little bit chillier in the evenings as well. So we tend to have dinner outside, so I can throw something like this over the top. And yeah, I just thought it was a really nice, simple piece. £18. I thought it was a good deal. Do you know what? I nearly forgot then to talk about this cardigan. So I've tried it on and yeah, it goes with everything that I thought it would. It is a really versatile item in the wardrobe. It doesn't fit really tight. It's quite a regular fitting cardigan. So if you do like something a little bit more form fitting, then I recommend going down a size. Admittedly, as I did say in the try on clip, if you are sensitive, and I always say that hand skin is different to body skin, this had a slight itch, and I would say that I'm not particularly a sensitive person to like clothing and materials, so yeah, a slight itch. Although saying that, if you are going to be wearing it, you know, with like base layers underneath it, you're probably going to be okay. But I loved that it was a little bit of a warmer, kind of more autumnal kind of shade. I feel like it made the items look a little bit more autumn wintry as opposed to summery, like my Shein cardigan, because it's a brighter white fabric. But it is a lovely piece. It's cut really well, and I would say that when you pull it out, it goes to about hip length as well. So it's not a short cardigan if you like to be fully covered. Even if you're going to tuck it in most of the time, you've got plenty of fabric to make sure that all the torso is covered as well. Now, a little bit different for me because I don't normally go for casual items, but I really liked this jumper when I saw it. It's 1992, which is not the year I was born, but I just loved the colour. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, I feel like for a hoodie, this is lovely. And I thought it would go nice with creams. Again, I work from home a lot, and do you know what? I tend to dress quite smartly even when I work from home, but there are days where I'm just like, oh, I just want to feel casual, usually around the time of the month when I just want to wear comfy clothes. And I thought something like this would be good. Or, to be honest, even when I'm ill, like sometimes when I've been ill, like I don't even have like really nice comfy clothes to wear because most of my wardrobe is a little bit smarter. So I thought this is just like a good basic to have in the wardrobe. Love the colours. People would definitely rock this with like caps and like those baggy trousers and make it look cool. I'm not that sort of person, but I will try and style it in different ways and see what we can do with it. But I just thought it was lovely. It's a really thick jumper. It is like that fleecy lining on the inside, so it's going to be really lovely and warm for winter. Now, I would probably layer this up with like my MAC coat. I think that looks really cool. I have a cap. Caps do not suit me at all, but if you can pull them off with a cap as well. And yeah, to be honest with you, it was the colour that drew me. Obviously, I don't personally find hoodies very flattering on my figure, just because I'm on the shorter side of average. I'm more of a pear shape, so I find that they kind of like accentuate my hips, and like I prefer to have like tighter things on the top. But for comfort, for being around the house, this is a good one. And this was also £18. So I am probably proving by wearing this the way that I do that I am a millennial, because I cannot not do the millennial tuck. Everything just looks so much more flattering when you've got it tucked in. So with this jumper, when I was wearing it with jeans, I tucked it all in. However, of course, it's quite a lot of fabric to tuck in. It wasn't such a problem with my H&M twill ones because they're quite elasticated. But I'd say if you are going to tuck it in, you might want to get like a skinny belt that you can tuck the jumper in, because it won't scrunch the fabric up in your jeans. Even if you don't wear the belt through your loops, wear it like across your waist and then tuck it in. I think that's what I'm going to do. But the jumper is so soft, it's so cozy. Of course it is. It is made to be like that. But the colour is way more versatile than I thought it was going to be. And I think it's because on the numbers, so you can see they've got like a white stitch and then also like a navy blue stitch as well. Which means I think it pairs perfectly with navy blue. So I put it with my navy blue Halara bottoms. And I thought, if you're a Pilates girl, if you go to the gym, whether you're just running errands, whether you're going to the coffee shop, This, I think with a nice jacket over the top as well, could look really nice. And although this is a casual item, I am not going to lie, I did try pairing it with some heels when I had the jeans on. And I thought, you know what, realistically, I'm not going to wear heels when I'm wearing this jumper because it's going to be one of those days where I want to be comfy, and even a small block heel, yes, they're not going to kill you, but I thought it just looks off. So trainers all the way with this one, but big thumbs up for it being cozy and warm, and when you just want to be comfortable, you're running errands but you still want to look nice. This colour is lovely, and I'm hoping it's going to come back because it looks so nice with the red Oxford bag that I got from Primark. If you are interested, that was £15 and it should still be in stores because it is part of the new range. Oh, actually, before I move on to the next item, I forgot to mention that the jumper has 2 slits on the side here. Not so high that you're going to be able to see any skin, but just makes it sit more flattering if you are going to wear it out, which we probably will do most of the time on our comfy days. So yeah, it's not, do you know some jumpers, they bring you in here, don't they? And then they just, it makes you feel like a sack of potatoes. This one doesn't, because it sits kind of like a little bit more baggy around the hip area, which is a lot more flattering on a pair if you're like me. Now, a little bit more of a dressy top, but this is something different. I don't have anything kind of like this folky style in my wardrobe, and I don't know if it's making a comeback because there were so many items like this in Sainsbury's. This is £22.50, but it has got loads of detail. Can you see all the embroidery at the front, and it's got this lovely tie. I got this in a size 8, and that's a good point actually. With the hoodie, I got that in a extra small because it looked oversized anyway, so I'd probably say I'm a small normally, but with it being a hoodie, I went down a size, especially because I've got really narrow shoulders. With this, I went for a size 8, £22.50. I just liked it. I feel like it's embroidered, but it's not too out there. I think sometimes I dress quite simply normally, so something's embroidered with lots of colours, that's a little bit too much for me. However, I did think this was just a really lovely item, so £22.50 I thought was nice. Again, another great transitional piece. I feel like you can wear it on those slightly cooler summer days. You can also wear it going into autumn as well, and I think this will look nice with jeans. I will try and pair it with smart trousers. I'd also wear this as also a chill top, so I think this is going to be comfy as well. It's got big billowy sleeves, so I think it's quite romantic. Yeah, £22.50 for this one. So do you know what, it's incredibly comfy, and the sleeves are actually a little bit more dramatic on than they are on the hanger as well, so it's definitely more of a party piece. I'd also say that it was much easier to pair with trousers. I did try it on with the skirt, however I just felt like the balance was a little bit off, so it didn't quite go with skirts. However, jeans and a nice top vibe, this is definitely a nice top. So the peplum as well, obviously very flattering. It's quite a baggy loose top, so perfect for this time of year with it being warmer, but if you're somebody who doesn't like loads of skin on show, then this will still keep you cool. And also flattering because it doesn't cling at all to like your tummy. Like peplum tops back in the day, I felt like was super tight down to here and then would flare out, whereas this one just is completely baggy and loose but still feels very feminine. I'll just say this one is going to be a little bit tricky to pair, particularly because I feel like back in the day when peplum tops are in, it was skinny jeans, so you had something baggier around the waist but like a slimmer leg. I found the balance a little bit more difficult on this one, although I did think it looked nice with the jeans, and to be honest I even liked it dressed down with the leggings as well. So if you're somebody who wears like leggings day to day but you want a little bit of a fancy top, this is a nice option. So yeah, I also like the fact that it's kind of off cream, it kind of looks lived in. We've gone for a basic but a goodie piece here, so I've gone for this cream ribbed top. Now I wear these all the time, I layer them underneath thicker jumpers in winter, and then it means if it does get particularly warm in the office, I've got something that I can wear underneath. But also if I'm going around people's houses, I feel like you can dress these sorts of tops up and down. Like I say, if I'm having like a more casual chill work from home day where I want to be comfy, I can pop something like this on with leggings and it'll still look relatively smart, or I can pop it on with some linen trousers if it's a little bit warmer. This was only as well £12.50, and I just think that bow on there is just such a cute detail. But with the way that it falls, hopefully it means you can still wear your bra without it peeking through here. It's just, yeah, it's just a really lovely soft fabric. If anything, it kind of feels a little bit pyjama-y material. So yeah, went for a size 8 in this. Again, I feel like it could be, I don't know if it's just me today, but I feel like that looks quite big for a size 8. I don't know if it's just the sizes in Sainsbury's, obviously the issue is, isn't it, being a lady and the way that our clothes are sized, you can be a size 8 in one place but size 12 somewhere else, or a size 6 somewhere else. So yeah, we'll try this on, hopefully it fit nice. I think it will. I don't think it's going to be too tight, so I think it is going to be nice and comfy. But yeah, I can't resist a little bow. So yeah, for £12.50 I thought that was a good price. In fact, let me just see though, it might be a little bit see-through, might need to make sure we're wearing a new bra underneath here, but to be fair, like just generally I tend to wear nude underwear, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue for me. But yeah, just very cute and pretty for a basic. Okay, so the cream top, it's lovely as expected. What's really nice is the cutout, you cannot see your bra, which is what I was worried about. It's just a really lovely feminine take on a basic piece. I mean, you can pair it with jeans, you could pair it with smart trousers, you could wear this top anywhere. It feels super stretchy, super comfy. It's tighter at the top for me, and then it's a little bit baggier around the forearm. So again, if you wanted it to be a little bit more fitting all the way down, you could size down. Now, I have got a sagey green coloured bra underneath this. Now you can't, sometimes on camera it makes it, like the lighting worse, it makes it seem like you can see your lingerie more. In real life you can't see the colour of it at all. You will have to be careful with the type of bra that you're wearing though, because you can see the outline because it is that sort of clingy material. And in terms of where it falls to, because if you were going to wear it out, it might cling a little bit to the tummy, but I'd always tuck it in. But yeah, it's a longer top, so it does come like all the way down to hips again. So if you're somebody who doesn't like a shorter top, in case you expose a little bit of torso, this one is perfectly fine. And I've got nothing bad to say about this one. I think it's a really good price for the top, and it's just so comfortable. Do you know what? I'd even wear this with joggy bottoms or leggings, or yeah, because it just kind of elevates it. And then talking of casual, I have actually bought some joggy bottoms because, like I said, even when I'm ill, I don't really have, I own one pair of joggy bottoms and I didn't find them out the other day until I was searching for this cardigan. So I got these, and these are barrel leg, sort of like a beigey taupey colour. And I thought for joggy bottoms, again, they were like a nice version of a joggy bottom. So barrel leg obviously being quite a trendy cut of trouser, but also a bit baggier, so going to be comfortable. They've got a tie at the front, they're elasticated, so going to be super comfy. But you know what, I thought they looked nice with this little top that I've just shown, and I could wear that whilst I'm working. I look smart enough on top, but I'm comfy on the bottom. However, the thing is with joggy bottoms, I do like them to look smart enough that I can just take the dog for a walk, you know, in them straight away. Although, saying that, in winter it wouldn't matter too much anyway because I have like a really long parka coat with boots on. But yeah, like I say, I just like to feel good even if it's just me in the house. It's got pockets as well, they've got pockets. And yeah, I just really like this colour. They also had them in a brighter cream, more like this colour, and a black. However, I thought the cream did look a little bit more casual, hence I went for the darker colour. Very intrigued to try these on because, like I say, I'm not normally a joggy bottoms sort of wearer, but I'm just feeling the casual clothes at the moment. Maybe it's because I know, like, subconsciously it's coming into winter and we need to get cozy. But they feel really thick. I'm hoping they're going to be more smart because they've got like a, where is it? Like, you know the detail down the front, what's it called, where you like iron it onto your trousers. They've got like stitching down the front, and then on the inside is like the hoodie, so they're going to be super nice and warm as well. And maybe it means I don't have to put the heating up so much. You know how expensive that's going to be this winter. What size did I go for in these? So I went for a size small in these, which, yeah, with me being a 10 on the bottom, to be fair, maybe even should have gone for a medium because I didn't check the waist. Hopefully we'll get in there. Obviously they're elasticated, and these are only £12.50, so what a bargain. Look at those, £12.50. You get loads of material for £12.50, and it's really thick as well. So yeah, hopefully will be lovely. Do you know what, guys, as far as joggy bottoms go, these are probably one of the nicest pairs that I've ever tried on. They're so comfy. I can't believe they're £12.50. In fact, if the waistband wasn't so thick, it's quite like a thick elasticated joggery style waistband, I think I could get away with wearing these for work, because the actual trousers themselves, that on the leg bit, I think is quite smart. The colour is going to go nice with creams and beiges and whites, which, and black of course, which I've got loads of in my wardrobe. And do you know what, they're the sort of trouser that, to be honest, I would be comfortable just wearing out of the house as well if I was just nipping to the shop really quickly, taking the dog for a walk. That pinstripe down the front, I think, really just elevates them. What I will say is the pockets, you can slightly see the outline on the pocket, but not dramatically, so nothing where that would bother me too much. So yeah, and they feel very comfy. Having your hands in these pockets is very comfy and will keep you very warm in winter, that's for sure. Really like the barrel leg, it's not too dramatic. I've seen some barrel trousers that are really wide. These aren't like that at all, and I'll say they are the perfect length on me. So yeah, if you are sort of my height, these are going to be the perfect jogger. They kind of finish just at the ankle, but not too short, not too long. Really flattering, I think, for the style of trouser that they are. And that was the last item. I really hope you enjoyed this haul. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.